Warning. This video contains super awesome content not suitable for people who don't enjoy super awesomeness. Viewer discretion advised.
The wrestling podcast that sets all other podcasts apart. Covering news from the world of WWE, AEW, TNA, and more. Your favorite weekly episodic podcast, Ramblers Unleashed, starts now.
Yeah, it's your Tuesday night delight. Ramblers Unleashed on the air for you at youtube.com/Ramblers Unleashed. Hope your Tuesday is going well. We got a lot of wrestling to talk about. Max is on assignment tonight. He is trying to find Sol Ruca and interview her for the show before her big match in Italy. So, Max, we hope you find what you're looking for. But, yeah, hopefully. I don't know. She's kind of a hard person to track down, man.
He just wants to get his soul snatched. That's
I think so.
Let's be real.
I think that's right.
Is that where he's really at? Is that his real assignment? Where's Max really at, folks?
Well,
Let us know where he's at, because we don't know.
He didn't tell us. He made up his own assignment tonight. We didn't give him an assignment. He just made up his own assignment for himself. So wherever he is, who knows? I'm not sure. But Max, we wish you back. Speedy recovery. Come back quick, soon, whatever. But however that goes, I'm not sure. Let's get into the intro.
Yes. Yes. What did you say?
Yes to all the above. First off, the man that is higher than a 747 jet airliner, our resident happy guy whose catchphrase is and will always be Baron, please.
420.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, golfers clap for the one, the only Baron. How you doing, bud? Hey, how was your Memorial Day weekend, dude?
Good, man. Nothing crazy. It's, got to spend time with family, got some good food. Obviously had a couple extra days off. Always puts you behind at work, so I was scrambling, of course, today. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what Mir said.
Mir said Max should be looking for Mick Foley's balls because he doesn't have any. Yeah, damn, that's wild. Well, I'm glad
that's how you really feel.
No shit. Yeah, no shit. Man.
See, that's why I love Mir. He doesn't sugarcoat nothing. He tells you whether you like the opinion or not. He tells you exactly how he feels.
Zero filter from Mir. But Baron, I'm glad you had a good Memorial Day weekend. Did you barbecue anything or what?
Dad did. I didn't barbecue anything at the house, but he's the one that cooks really well, so I'm glad he did.
There you go. Well,
but yeah, barbecue. So it's barbecue season for the next 3 months now.
It is.
I have the Blackstone, and I have a smoker, and then obviously just charcoal. But it's just Blackstone for me, man. So the barbecue is there, but I've moved on to bigger and better things. I don't know. I've barbecued so much in my entire life that I'm getting old, getting tired of it, I guess you could say.
Bro, that Blackstone is just a miracle.
Killer.
A miracle worker, man.
Absolute fuck killer. You do anything. Breakfast, lunch, anything you can imagine on that.
I know. I was talking to my girlfriend. I said, I got to get a Blackstone. I really want one of those.
It's a good time to get one.
I think it is time to get one just to mix things up a little bit. I'm thinking we're going to look into it. But Baron, I'm glad you had a good Memorial Day weekend. We'll get to your buzzkill moment later on. Finally, last but not least, of course, our returning Rambler, one whose podcast ingenuity will always have a place on our show, and his knowledge of wrestling far surpasses mine. That's not a grandpa joke either, Jaybone. We thank Mrs. Jaybone for his valuable skills and his time. Ladies and gentlemen, big golfers clap for the mighty Jaybone. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I'm here. I'm happy to be here. My weekend, not so bueno. Missed a couple days at work. It just sucks getting old. It just really does. Man, it just you feel stuff you're not used to feeling. and you wake up and you can't even freaking walk. It sucks, man. It absolutely sucks. I mean, I've had a few surgeries in my life, so and I know that's the culprit of it all. But then, you know, you hit the big 5-0, and there's that what's that big A word? No, not AIDS.
Age.
Age, arthritis. That's it.
Arthritis. Yes.
Arthritis sucks.
Yeah.
And I'm just starting to get that in because wherever the pain is, it radiates, and it just, it sucks. But I'm here. I'm good. I had a good day today. I'm going back to work tomorrow. I'm cool.
I feel like the weather just plays a big effect on people's arthritis. My girlfriend,
absolutely.
Her knee has been absolutely killing her because here in the Midwest, Baron knows this, it's just been either raining or it's sunny or there's rain like north or south of us, east and west of us, and it just doesn't know what it wants to do. So,
hell yeah,
you know, and it plays a hell on my body too. So, you know, hopefully you can get the arthritis thing figured out, and at least if not figured out, alleviated.
Yeah, I take care of what I can medicinally without, you know, popping too many pills, and you know, it's a lot of it's just take a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So I'll be all right. Good. I ain't gonna pass away from it or nothing. It just slows me down here and there.
Yeah.
But yeah, the warmth, I mean, it's been in the 80s today. That feels good. We'll say that feels good on the bones. That literally feels great. Body feels so much better. Good. You get that nice warm breeze through the house. And the only thing that I've never liked about that is you just sit here and you're not doing nothing and you just sweat. That's the only thing I don't like. But anyways,
yeah.
And talking about barbecue, boy, I did some barbecuing though. I had some chicken. I always use the thighs because it feels like it's a tastier part of meat. It's more flavor. And I threw it in the crock pot, not the grill, but the crock pot, and I threw in a whole onion and a few dabs of the minced garlic and let that go for about 4 or 5 hours. Shredded it up, dumped in almost a whole bottle of what is it called? Sweet Baby Ray's.
Yeah.
And had barbecue sandwiches. So not the typical grilling. Not the typical grilling. I can relate to what Baron was saying about you kind of reach a point and grilling's just not fun anymore. I mean, I don't even have a grill anymore. I had a falling out with an old friend, and he had my grill when we moved from Brookfield up here to Grafton because we didn't have any place for it because our garage was full top to bottom, front to back.
Yeah.
And so he held on to it, but then he and I had a falling out, and I was like, you can keep it, don't give a shit. Because I just didn't want to deal with it.
Yeah. No.
So I'm over it. It was fun, but
what an interesting choice for barbecue sauce. Sweet Baby Ray. I'm going to give you a recommendation, and I want you at some point in time, go for this.
Okay.
Blue Hogs.
Blue Hogs
barbecue sauce.
Okay.
You have your typical, you have they even have a spicy one. Anyways, give it a shot. It's going to change your perspective on whatever you're grilling or throwing it in a crock pot or whatever the case may be. Blue Hog is the only barbecue sauce I will use.
Where do you
and it's sweet,
I was going to say where
it's like a molasses barbecue sauce, so it soaks in very well. I mean, you could get it. I get it at Snooks or Deerbergs, but I know they have it at Walmart or wherever you shop. It's pretty much everywhere. But that is my go-to.
Okay. Yeah, we frequent Schnucks quite a bit. So
yeah, I think they have
Blue Hog. I'm going to keep that on our list.
Blue Hogs.
For us to try.
It is.
I wrote it down.
I'll try to get with
here.
Wait, what's it called?
Blues Hog.
Blues Hog.
Blues Hog.
And get it in the glass. Don't get it in like your squeezable one. Get it in the glass jar one. It's great. Love it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And of course, Jaybone, we hope you had a good Memorial Day weekend and all that. And we hope you had a good Memorial Day weekend too. Thanks for checking us out. In case you are new here, please hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, hit the bell icon. That'll tell you when we're going live. And we would love to have you join us on each and every episode of Ramblers Unleashed here on a Tuesday. And let's get into it because we got a lot of news to dive into. Of course, I've been doing some daily doses. Of course, the big news was Ludwig Kaiser and his arrest. That has been massive news. We got more information on that. Plus, let's kick things off with Logan Paul. The Monday Night Raw last night went down at the Schottenstein Center in Columbus, Ohio. And the company usually brings a big show to Ohio's capital city, and tonight was no different. The night followed up on a busy Saturday night's main event, one where Logan Paul and Austin Theory defended their world tag team titles. Now Logan Paul is going to be on the sidelines for a little bit. Michael Cole broke the news that Logan was injured at SNME. He's going to be out for several months. What happened is he tore his triceps, which is a pretty serious injury. And I wish Max was here to dive into it because he's been in the industry. He's been in the business before. He could definitely help us out with what that feels like or what the guys go through. But this leaves Austin Theory without a tag team partner. But Paul Heyman said that Theory would defend the titles with Braun Breaker because the Division was booked as champs. Not restricted to certain superstars, just like Theory and Paul, which is good. So they always come out to as the Vision, and now that gives an opportunity for Braun Breaker to help defend the titles in lieu of Logan Paul. So that's good news. We wish a speedy recovery for Logan Paul, but it sucks. And we wish Max was here to dive into the what guys actually go through when they tear a tricep, but that sucks.
The Vision really has some fucking terrible luck.
They really do.
Like this is. Yikes. Wasn't Logan Paul just injured like not too long ago as well? I could be mistaken. But yeah, I mean, absolutely terrible luck. Braun just came back from a lengthy injury. Theory, obviously. Man, it's unfortunate because they're having to pivot these stories left and right. It seems like, right? So it's going to be weird with Braun Breaker taking over the title for the time being. Right. So like Division's like not a thing to me anymore.
Not a thing, huh? Are they just like just there?
They're there, but like there's too many injuries happening, and like storylines are having to be pivoted. Like I mean, like take Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker for example.
Yeah,
Mania should have been the time they had the match. It was put off. A lot of just weird stories happening currently.
Okay, well. Baron, that's a bit of a buzzkill. That leads right into your segment. That's the buzzkill moment. And WWE is apparently not planning to push Ludwig Kaiser after his recent arrest. Of course, this was a massive story. Ludwig Kaiser arrested in Florida over an alleged April 23rd altercation at the Paramount on Lake Eola Apartments in Orlando. But AAA still has a storyline moving ahead with Ludwig Kaiser. So according to False Finish, WWE is not expected to discipline Kaiser following his arrest last week. So it's a major deal, especially since Kaiser, whose real name is Marcel Barthel, I believe that's how it's pronounced, Bartel, I'm sorry, has remained tied to AAA's El Grande Americano angle during the ongoing legal situation. So there was in case you missed a short, there was an altercation between he and another gentleman that involved Ludwig's girlfriend. They were apparently on an elevator. They were making out very heavily, and the guy said basically, not these words, but get a room. and that set Ludwig Kaiser off. And
it was a lot worse than that.
Yeah, it's a lot worse than that. Yeah, it was a lot worse than that. But thanks to our friends at ringsidenews.com, they previously reported that Bartel turned himself in after learning there was an active warrant for his arrest. He later posted $1,000 bond and entered a written plea of not guilty. The misdemeanor battery case remains active. Investigators previously stated probable cause was established through witness statements, visible injury, surveillance video, and a photo lineup identification. So, Baron, does that surprise you that WWE and AAA are not punishing Kaiser? They're not expected to discipline him, and they're still keeping him in this AAA storyline?
No. We have allegedly, people in lawsuits for literally, we all know, right? So, no.
You also have to think about Jey Uso, too.
Well, yeah, correct. How many DUIs?
Yeah.
And that's more serious. A punch in the face. CM Punk, you remember what happened to him in Mania? Smacked the guy's phone out of, these are, it's not always okay to be aggressive, but it's, at some point in juncture, you're going to have to learn to mind your fucking business.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when there's a 6'3" guy built like a fucking statue kissing his girlfriend. You might just want to mind your fucking business at that rate, right?
Right.
I would at least.
There's an ounce of common sense that goes in with that, and that just shows how little common sense this other guy had, this other party. Mm-hmm. It's like, hey, okay, so just I celebrate love. I celebrate love whenever I see it. It's like, man, that's cool. Yeah, the worst thing you want to see is some dude in an elevator with his woman and he starts, smacking the crap out of her. Honestly, what would make you feel more uncomfortable? Wait, would you rather see that? Come on.
Well,
let's be real.
If this comment is accurate coming from here, because I actually did not see the clip.
Mir says guy mentioned calling ice on his girlfriend, which
yes
he did.
That's
why then it gives him enough warrant to punch his fucking face in multiple times, 3 to 4 to 6, however many times. So yes, warranted. I'm glad WWE is not punishing him at all, because there has to be separation from your business and personal life. There has to be, right?
Has to be. Devil's advocate, how would it feel like, you standing on an elevator, then two people, a guy and a girl, get on there and they start heavily making out with one another, groping one another, if that's what they were doing. I don't know. I wasn't in the elevator, but I'm just saying this as an example. If they're just groping one another, kissing one another, hot and heavy, and it's starting to get really steamy, wouldn't that make you feel uncomfortable?
There is one direction to face during an elevator, and there's 2 spots to sit in the elevator. You're either in the front or the back. I imagine this person's in the front, and you're going to look forward, and again, mind your fucking business. Because, yes, I agree. There's a point.
Again, devil's advocate, and I hate to get into the middle of this, but devil's advocate, a lot of elevators are reflective.
Oh, sure, there's mirrors all over the place, but who hasn't made out in an elevator though?
He's forward and he can still see these two groping each other.
100%. But again, there is a point in people's lives that you don't need to be in everybody's business, whether they're making out, kissing, especially if they're expressing their love, if there's physical abuse or something happening. Absolutely, step the fuck in.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. But
I'm
sure there was drinks between these two people as well, right?
No, well, this.
Close your eyes, bro. Close your fucking eyes and mind your business.
I was thinking the same thing, Baron. But then I looked at what time this was all reported. This is at between 6 and 7 o'clock, so it's not super late. It's dinner-ish time. There could have been some cocktails at dinner, and they got a little feisty and check, please. Okay, whatever. But seriously, it's if something like that is happening next to me, behind me, whatever, yeah, I'm gonna blush a little and I'm gonna, kind of, giggle a little to myself. But man, yeah, okay, sure. Uncomfortable, sure. To a degree, absolutely. Am I gonna be mad about it though? Am I gonna start a fight about it? No. I'm just gonna be like, hey, you two have a great night, man.
I
would have said the same. Have a wonderful night, guys. That's
right. I would be the guy that would say, look, I'm a fan. Thank you for your services in the ring. Hope you have a great night.
Actually, Dizzy, you're lying. You'd be like, hey, can I look? I know you guys are busy. Can I get a pic?
yeah. Or just take a quick selfie with them, like.
Can you two do that again while I take the picture, please?
Well, you remember what somebody once said: "Free your mind, and the rest will follow." Okay, yeah. More people got to do that. Did this person get injured at all that he punched? Like, did he have?
He was pretty messed up.
So my next question, follow up here is: I bet you, would you think this is the last time this guy's going to interfere in anything happening around him?
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
But he knows who he is now, and he probably knew who he was getting on the elevator, so it's probably going to be an easy.
Yeah. Ludwig is not a small guy.
No, he's tall and he's built like he said, like a Greek god.
Yeah, literally. Man,
this is the funny thing. Now, I'm not going to proclaim to watch a ton of AAA. But when he debuted after the whole Chad Gable went away for his injury or whatever it was, and they put the same character mask and they stuck it on Ludwig Kaiser, I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, is this what really? I'm like, okay, we'll give it a shot, and they're doing this for a few weeks. And then they start the whole AAA thing. And I saw like one of his first appearances in the new WWE AAA. And I'm like, oh man, they are gonna, like, I just remember like what they used to do to guys they really hated. They would, they'd throw stuff at them, bags of piss, whatever, they do down there. And I'm like, they're gonna eat this guy alive. And I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. Hell yeah, I will. But oh my God, I couldn't have been more wrong. They love him down there. I don't know what it is, but they love his character under the mask down in Mexico. And I was like, I'll be damned. Really? It's crazy. He comes out there and they just, the place, I mean, it's like a John Cena applause down there for him. It's crazy.
Yeah, he's very popular. And if you're not watching AAA, I have recommend to watch what you can of it. I think it's a really good fucking product. I think the booking's really good, and it's just a fun watch. It's not like, you kind of just lose yourself in it with some of the characters they have down there.
You do,
and they have really good fucking matches.
It's a different kind of product, and it's fun to watch, And Corey Graves, man, on commentary just kills it every single time. I love watching Corey. And is Conan still on commentary at AAA, or is he back off?
He was when I watched in the beginning. I don't think he is now. I could be wrong, but I know that JBL is on commentary, and I was kind of surprised.
I'm not.
That he was. Well, I mean, he's a great color guy.
Yeah.
As much as I don't like him, he's a great color guy. I just remember his feud with Eddie Guerrero. Oh my God, made me hate him so bad.
Yes, but it was so good. His send him back to the border was, oh my God, it was just,
right. So I think of that, and then I'm like, oh man, what are they going to do to him down there? And I don't know really how they treat him down there. I hope they treat him okay, but man, if the people, our age or my age down to your age, remember that, look out.
You know where you'll see JBL. You'll either see him maybe on WWE sometime, but you'll definitely either see him on AAA or TNA too.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
today.
I don't.
It was
like,
he was doing run-ins like a year ago on TNA, but that stopped when they kind of switched over writers and stuff like that.
Well, Savio Vega is on commentary now, just as of a few days ago, and Rey Mysterio is the general manager at AAA now,
and Undertaker's like the head booker. It's crazy.
I don't know if he's head booker, but he's a booker there, right? I don't know if he's head, but I do know he plays a lot of part in the booking there. Right. And it fucking goes to show. So, yeah, I like what they're doing down there. And I think it gives a good dynamic with Ludwig, Gable, and then, like, Dom being down there, too.
Yeah.
It's just fun.
Especially Dom.
Fun what they're doing.
And it's also a great, you got NXT, so you got a few different shows. You got some options. If someone's kind of sitting in the wings like, hey, you know, you haven't used me in a bit. Mm-hmm. I see what they're doing with some of the tag teams and some people, and they're sending them down to AAA to like keep them used, which is, I think, is great. So it's like, hey, you know.
For sure. You know, another good name and another fun name that is there's a lot of rumors surrounding this, and that's the talk of Enzo Amore potentially returning to WWE as it continues to pick up momentum. And a new update suggests that the belief inside the company is starting to grow as well. So according to False Finish, some people within the WWE Performance Center are now getting the impression that Enzo Amore is officially on his way back to WWE. The update comes shortly after Fightful reported that promoters close to Enzo had been told that he is no longer accepting future independent bookings that he would normally take. And Fightful also noted that WWE is interested in reuniting Enzo with his former tag team partner, Big Cass, and that's continued to grow behind the scenes too. So both men are also said to still have strong relationships with several WWE producers dating back to their original NXT run. Another major detail adding fuel to the fire with this story is that Enzo was recently spotted at the Performance Center ahead of the of NXT on the CW, something that immediately got wrestling fans talking online. So I want to get us talking about this. Are you guys excited for Enzo Amore to come back? Jaybone, we'll start with you.
Yeah, absolutely. I've always been a fan of Enzo, and I was a huge supporter of him when he was going through all the BS.
Yeah.
And I remember talking about it on my old podcast, and yeah. And I Big Cass is one of the greatest comeback stories within the last 10 years.
Yep.
He almost died in the ring, you know, at couple different events. He looked like I saw him at his worst, and then it was like the next night he was at a House of Hardcore event, and that's when he just passed the hell out at ringside, or you know, close to ringside. And man, and then you know, he slowly came back, and he did a run in TNA, and he was incredible, you know, and he's had some success in AEW. Good for him on that, man. You know, I hope he got paid well.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, it's time to put the band back together.
Yeah. You know, Baron, Big Bill's AEW contract, formerly known as Big Cass, it's ending between now and early June of this year, which would make him a free agent. Do you think that would be an awesome reunion between Enzo and Big Cass?
I mean, WWE needs the fucking tag team help like none other. Mm-hmm. So I'm all for this as long as all the past is put to the side and we have our conclusion and nothing happened. You know what? Anyways, just try to stay away from the drama aspect of things because you know I don't fuck with that. And I think their names have been cleared, so that's great. I am all for Enzo coming back. I thought he was great on the fucking mic, and I enjoyed everything he did. Now, he is one that you got to watch in the ring because he is injury prone, right? So is Big Cass. Big Bill. Anyways, I'd like to see them both back. Now, I have been burned multiple times from AEW with contracts coming to an end. Bullshit. Like, I don't know what to believe. Everybody's like, oh, Chris Jericho's contract's ending. He's showing to WWE. Oh, fucking Britt Baker. She's coming to WWE. You know, like, I feel like we get this all the time from AEW stars. Yeah. But WWE is in desperate need of a main roster tag team. And this is a great team to get back together.
It is.
I think it'll be good.
They were one of the most dynamic tag teams when they first
debuted
on the NXT and WWE, which, I mean, their NXT debut and their NXT run, like rocket launched them to the WWE because they were so damn good, especially Enzo Amore on the mic. I am excited for this. I am so I'm looking to see what happens with this. And I going back to what Baron said, put the past in the past. I think Triple H is good about burying the hatchet with some of these wrestlers who left the WWE when Vince McMahon was still in power. And now that he's gone and he's got more of a team behind him that will welcome these people that were ousted wrongly by Vince McMahon and help them bury the hatchet is really good too. So
yeah, well, to clear it up though, it wasn't like ousted because of, I mean, like he was allegedly did bad shit, right?
Yeah.
And
allegedly.
The thing, the thing. I'm trying to remember all the details from it, and we're not going to go through the whole thing, but the whole thing should have been investigated more before he was fired, because he was really fired wrongly, really. And that's why he was so mad, and I don't blame him for being mad. I mean, yeah, as much as I want to see him go back to WWE, I'm a little surprised, but hey, things chill over time, and he's had a great reputation wherever he's gone. He's put on some banger matches. Just look up to his one with Zilla Fatu within the last year. Great match,
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Just, it's time to get him back up. I mean, they're both in 10 times better shape than they were before, believe it or not. I mean, Zoe is jacked, and Big Cass is
7 feet tall.
He's not even recognizable. I mean, the guy is so jacked, it's unbelievable.
And you can't teach that.
That's right. What do we got over here?
A couple haters. I do love his shit though. Enzo was funny on that fucking mic. So yeah,
so good.
Bring it back. We need not just them. We need a couple other notable tag teams for WWE. I think their roster is severely lacking. And
yes,
Logan Paul going out with injury is enough reason to go ahead and push us a little bit further to get him on the roster.
Can we go back to that for a second? Because I want to talk about Austin Theory for a minute.
Yeah, sure.
Man, I enjoyed Raw last night. Had some really decent matches. And the whole like Obafemi Lesnar thing, I think, is getting really interesting. And I Oba saying, "I'm going to kill him." It's like, oh, can you say that? Okay, well, I guess he did. But Austin Theory just going around and hacking up everybody with chairs. Oh my God,
isn't that awesome?
Yeah,
he needed. Like I don't know what he needed, but he needed something. Like he is a very talented athlete, and he's decent on the mic, but he wasn't doing anything. Like, okay, tag team champion, great. I was so excited for him and Logan Paul, honestly, as much as, some people hate Logan Paul. Man, I started on the same boat, hated him. you don't deserve this, and blah, 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 and you don't belong here, and blah, 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 blah. You know, couch potato over here saying all this bullshit. But, dude, he won me over. Logan Paul's freaking amazing. And I've been watching Austin Theory for almost 10 years now. And I'm like, just waiting for something to happen with this kid, and they could, like, you know, really push him or do something with him. Like, okay, you got no one. I shouldn't say no one, because Braun Breaker just came back, but you know, the vision's falling apart, and I hope Bronson Reed comes back soon, because that latest picture of him looks ridiculous. But Austin Theory just cracking heads all throughout the show. Good stuff. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what is up with that shit? Mir brought up. Because Max and Austin have been together backstage multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I wonder if Maxine's, I hope so, because I think she would have a wonderful heel run. I wonder if Maxine is going to join the Vision.
Well, I don't know about the wonderful part, but
I am interested. I am, yeah, because right now where she's going, she has improved, you know, and I like what she's doing, but she's not going anywhere. She's just kind of where she is, and
she'll stay stalled as long as she's with the Alpha Academy. She'll stay stalled,
right? And,
but I think she's going to get more recognition with Alpha Academy because of come on, help me out.
Paul Heyman.
No.
Because of
Otis.
Otis, my fuck, god damn, yes, thank you.
Wisconsin's own Otis.
Otis gets a pop every time he's on screen or in the ring. It does not matter. More of a pop than Austin Theory's getting.
Well, yeah, but so here's what they need to do then. They need to break up the Alpha Academy. Otis needs to go solo. Maxine needs to go with the Vision, and the other guy, bye, release. What are you gonna do with him?
No, it's pure comedy though.
It's sad
though.
We have enough
comedy. We have Danhausen, for God's sakes. We have enough.
You just don't like comedy in wrestling, do you?
No, I'm saying there needs to be some sort of comedy relief, but what does the guy do? He doesn't do anything. He hasn't been seen on TV in a long time. He doesn't do his little truffle shuffle thingy anymore.
Akira Tozawa. That's it. Tozawa.
Yeah, they were. I mean, he just had a match against Oba Femi 2 weeks ago.
Tozawa?
Yeah. No.
Well, Otis moved it over to Otis. I mean, he went into the ring to have the match with Oba for the Open Challenge, and he got scared shitless, and then Otis and Oba had to have
That's what I'm talking about. They don't need that. They don't need it. Good God, they don't need that.
They don't know the talent that Tozawa has.
He's great.
And they might know they might know that he's talented. And I've actually saw him live in a very rare occasion in a company that came to town on the east side of Milwaukee. It was not New Japan. It was
Old Japan.
No, it was it was a Japanese kind of indie that came to town, and they had Brody Lee and guys like Daniel Bryan was wrestling for him, and that was when he was away from the WWE for a while before he went back when he choked out Justin.
Talking like Dragon Gate?
Thank you, Dragon Gate USA. Tozawa was wrestling for them, and like BB Hulk and all these guys, and I met them, and they put on just an unbelievable show. There were so many different kinds of matches, and they were like the main event, and they did all the flips and stuff, and I'd never seen any of that shit before. It was phenomenal.
Then what they need to do with Akira Tozawa, and I hate to cut you off, Jaybone, is
no, go ahead.
To break up the Alpha Academy, send Otis as a solo guy, put Maxine with the Vision, and put Akira Tozawa either in NXT or TNA and completely change his character, make him a badass. Yeah, he's tiny, but damn it, make him a badass.
Oh yeah, it's not that hard.
No, not. And I think he would do great in NXT and TNA, helping those talent out, but he's just not doing anything in the WWE. Get him out of there.
And I don't mean to sound racist by this, but hell, stick him with Nakamura and like Tama Tonga and form kind of a.
I have a feeling
like a pseudo New Japan Bullet thing with they could do something like that,
I mean, yeah, but I think honestly, I think Nakamura's time is coming to an end with the WWE.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the fuck they got going on with them.
I think his time is coming to an end. But that's the question of the day. Are you excited for Enzo Amore to return? You think Big Cass will join him? Let us know in the comments and let us know your thoughts. By the way, hit the subscribe button too and hit that bell icon. Hit the like button too. That'll tell you whenever we go live and whenever we upload new videos too. Let's move over to some AEW news because Sean said, "Who is Britt Baker? We haven't seen her in a long time on AEW."
Sean, God damn you, Sean.
And
DMD.
her status remains unclear in AEW, and another update that paints a picture of very little movement surrounding the former women's champion behind the scenes. So during a recent Fightful Select Q&A, Sean Ross Sapp had addressed questions about Baker's future with AEW, possible return plans, and whether she has been considered for Willow Nightingale's comeback killer storyline. When asked if Baker was ever intended to be the payoff of Willow's angle, Sapp said he never heard of a definitive creative plan involving her return, although her name has at least been discussed internally. So Sapp quickly clarified that Baker being mentioned should not be viewed as confirmation of any actual storyline plans. And Jaybone is kind of sad because Britt Baker is one of the most polarizing stars that AEW has on their roster, and she isn't returning anytime soon. So here's my question to you, Jaybone. Do you think NXT needs to pick her up?
I'd love to see that. Now I've heard things like, oh, she's not easy to work with and stuff like that. But you got to take all that kind of crap with a grain of salt because I'm sure who doesn't have some kind of ego or gumption in a locker room? And you're just trying to get ahead,
Mm-hmm.
You're hoping for a team aspect and everything, but women get catty. Let's be honest.
Well, and she might not have had a great support system in AEW too. That's why she's probably not easy to work with if she doesn't have, especially considering all the horror stories we've heard about AEW. Backstage.
Yeah. So, I mean, I just want to see her wrestle, period. Maybe it's something where she's focusing more on her dental career, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. And it could be just a thing where she's on the line. I mean, obviously, if she is sitting, she's getting paid. So at least she's getting paid, and she has a hell of a career to back up on. So it's not like she doesn't have anything to do. She is a dentist, and dentists get paid well. So at least she's doing that. But would I rather see in the ring? Hell yeah.
Well,
I hate the dentist.
I know. Hopefully.
Speaking of dentists, I need to get my shit. I need to go get checked up on very soon.
Baker's available.
Where's she located? Where's her?
I don't know.
Does she have her own office, or is she?
She does have her own office.
She's on.
Oh my God, she's probably getting paid way more than what she would get in AEW or wrestling in general, right? Like, I mean, dentists get paid very well.
I want to say,
what's that? Let's see the annual salary.
Somewhere on the East Coast. I want to say Philly, but I could be wrong.
I think you're right on that.
I think you're right too. Yeah.
What's the salary for a dentist?
I don't know because
I'm looking it up.
It's got to be, I would say, high.
Average salary for dentists in the United States. We'll say she's a practice owner. Probably has her own. $228K.
Wow. Well, she's
Not
doing
bad.
okay.
Yeah,
Not bad.
She's doing all right. I mean, just depending on what her contract was or what it looks like in AEW, and if she does own her own practice,
a little less physical. Well, could be. I don't know. Sometimes those fuckers,
you know, as
yank your ass around.
Wrestlers get the itch, man. They gotta stay in shape. They gotta stay in the ring. They gotta, you know, they can't get rusty. So,
I don't think she needs to go to NXT.
No,
no, I think she's main roster.
Easily.
Yeah, bar none.
Yeah, I just like to see her used in general. I tell you what, because I don't watch a lot of AEW, hardly any at all. I tell you what, I am kind of excited for. I've been hearing some hype about MLW, and they starting a new season within the next week or two or something like that.
Yeah, 2 weeks,
something like that. So yeah, I've been hearing some names. Cross is their champ. Hey, all right, I'll check it out. I haven't watched MLW in a while.
I haven't watched AEW in months, and I just watched Double or Nothing on Sunday, the big pay-per-view, and of course Mick Foley made his debut at the Double or Nothing event this past Sunday, and fans gave Mick a welcoming pop, but it was kind of mixed. A lot of folks were happy to see him, and then when he started talking, fans were going, "Shut the fuck up." But now it's I don't know. It's wrestling fans. Now it's being revealed that Mick could be part of AEW Redemption, the next pay-per-view in July. But what will the company use him for next? So according to Tony Khan, there's a strong possibility that Mick Foley is going to be on AEW programming, and he's going to head to Center Bell in Montreal, Quebec for Redemption. Speaking to the Toronto Sun, Khan addressed Foley's status for the event, made it clear that his Double or Nothing appearance was not planned as a one-time deal. Khan stopped short of locking Foley in for Redemption, but he made his expectations clear by suggesting Foley could be involved as a host for the show. And I'm glad Mick is there to host it. And that's it. I saw something from Eric Bischoff on YouTube where he said that he was also happy for Mick Foley that he's with AEW, that he's, you know, back in, you know, doing what he loves. He just doesn't want to see him take any more bumps. His body can't handle it.
Yeah, I don't want to see any wrestling bumps or anything along those lines from him ever again in my lifetime. I mean, I will never say anything bad about Foley. He's one of the good guys in wrestling and just good guy in general, a human being. So I wish nothing for the best. Use him to your ability, right? Like maybe help him mentor someone or things along those lines, right? But please, for the love of God, do not throw him off the fucking top of a hell of a cell with Darby Allin or something like that. And stop doing it with Darby fucking Allin. I am getting so fucking sick of seeing that shit. Like, it's not even cool, nor is it like
big
interesting at this point. It's like fucking scary. Like
big coffin drop from the scaffolding at the Double or Nothing pay-per-view on top of MJF as he was on top of the table. And you could, I mean, clearly, he was hurt. I think that's why he dropped the title.
He doesn't just do it on PLEs. He's doing it on weekly shows, going through some type of shit, man. And like, it's not even fun to watch at this point. It's actually like really fucking concerning because he's not a big guy, big wrestler, or anyone no big wrestler can sustain what he goes through. But they're like, he's going to have issues like Mick Foley very soon.
Darby is 33 years old. And if he keeps this up, man, he's going to retire by age probably 40. I don't know how
40 if he keeps going through what he's going through right now. It's bad.
Yeah.
It's not cool.
He's been doing a lot of dangerous spots. And at some point, AEW execs are going to tell him to stop. They have to for his safety. For his safety, they got to put everyone's safety first.
Right.
And if Darby is going to continue to do this, then they don't need to make him champ. They need to consider him as a possible danger. The only reason that MJF didn't get hurt as bad as Darby did is because he protected himself during the bump, before the bump, because he put his legs up.
But let's be honest. There is no way that either way, no matter what happened to Darby, that they were gonna have MJF lose all his hair. He just spent God knows how much money getting his hair fixed because he was losing it. He basically did like what John Cena was doing. You know, he had some plugs or whatever the hell the thing is. You know, and hey, you know, if I had money, I could have done that a couple decades ago. But I went the Stone Cold Goldberg way, you know, to each their own. But yeah, if he spent the kind of money that I think he spent in fixing the hair on top of his head, no way he's going to shave that off. So that right there, I was like, yeah. All right. So Darby Allin had a short but sweet run, had some decent matches. I'll watch them someday.
Yeah. But going back to Mick Foley, it is kind of nice to see Mick Foley back on TV in some form of capacity. I think Foley would be good at commentary. Maybe he could replace Excalibur, but that is
I like Excalibur.
That's for it. Oh, you're the only one. That is I can't stand that guy.
Now I'm cloudy on the whole AEW thing. I haven't watched it in a long time. Did AEW ever have like a GM?
No, not really. They don't. They're just kind of,
because I know Christopher Daniels had some sort of like authority.
He did have a role. He did, but I don't know if he is involved.
I mean, Tony Khan's
anymore
general manager on
I know, but I'm
on
just
live TV even.
Yeah,
like they'll acknowledge that on live TV.
Oh, sure, but I'm just saying, Mick Foley, he's done that before, like a commissioner role or whatever, and he doesn't have to take a bump. I mean, things might get a little physical, but he doesn't have to get in the ring. You know, no more physical than what, say, Adam Pearce goes through. You know.
Yeah. No, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
I think
fantastic idea.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that'd be really good.
Bells boy, how you doing, bud? Glad you're here.
What's up, Bells?
What's up, man?
Anyway, let us know if you're excited about Mick Foley in the comments. And finally, Jaybone, you got some pretty big news on Nikki Cross and Big Damo.
Right. So for those of you that don't know, they are together. And of course, Nikki Cross, unfortunately, was let go recently in that bunch of
the big releases on WWE. Yeah,
right. She's part of the Wyatt Six, and so you know, a lot of people are wondering what's next. And you're going to get signed here. You're going to get signed here. She's going to go back home. Well, I think we got a big answer to what her future is in wrestling, and she and Damo, let me get the headline here. I had something else up here, pardon me. But her and Damo are acquiring Progress Wrestling in the UK and Defy Wrestling in the US, and Defy is kind of one of the bigger indies in the US. I think that's, now correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Defy is the one I'm reading here. Oh yeah, okay, Pacific Northwest. Okay. So yeah, I got this article from WrestleZone. That's usually where I get most of my news when I'm looking up just, you know, stuff like this, not you know, the he said she said bullshit. But yeah, so hey, congrats to them. I think that's like really freaking cool. So, and Progress used to be under the WWE wing for a while, but I think they did away with that when they got bought out, is what happened with that around that time.
I think when TKO officially acquired the WWE, they cut ties with a lot of the development partnerships that they had with other companies, and it's I don't know, it's kind of concerning to me, Baron, because it means that they're not looking. To me, it means they're not looking elsewhere to find the next upcoming talent. They're just taking NXT and TNA. Maybe
I mean, no, I think that's the polar opposite. They might be even doing better scouting. Look at the new upsurge of members on the NXT roster.
Oh,
right?
Totally.
I mean, that's a prime example. They're paying attention to European wrestling and everywhere else. And then, New Japan, I'm fucking goddamn forgetting his name because that's what I'm good at. Just debuted a few weeks ago. Fuck.
Oh, yeah, but there's a few of them.
Yeah, but the fucking A. What is his fucking name?
The big guy.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. You know who I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck.
He's big. He's bad.
Huge.
He'll body slam your dad. That guy.
yeah. So I mean, they're paying attention to independent wrestling.
Yeah.
Maybe is that Shawn Michaels that's doing that? I'm not sure. But they're doing good scouting over in NXT, and we got some fresh faces over there. So there's a point of cutting ties with groups that makes sense. I think TNA is a prime example of WWE's paying attention to Evil. Thank you, Sean. I'm so fucking glad Sean's around because he knows who the fuck I'm talking about.
Him too. I wasn't thinking of him. I was thinking
Mason Rook. A lot of people make some really fucked up remarks about him, but he's fucking great. And Evil, obviously, we all know Evil from New Japan. So, yeah, I think what they're doing is great. It really shows that they're paying attention.
There's a guy from the UK that just debuted a few weeks ago named Tristan Angels, and he basically reminds me of like a British version of what Shawn Michaels was like back in the 90s.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen him wrestle, but his character, oh my God. It's
100%.
So easy to hate because he's like, oh, look here. I'm here. All eyes on me. That kind of attitude. It's like, oh, wow.
See if I can get this picture pulled up because this is so Shawn Michaels. Hang on just one second. That's not what I need. Hang on just one second. Here we go.
But yeah, I mean, they really have some good talent coming up.
They do. Yeah. Here, I think I got a decent picture of him now. Boy, if that's not Shawn Michaels right there, I don't know who is.
Come on, that ain't the Heartbreak fucking thing. Don't you ever disrespect my man Shawn fucking Michaels like that ever again.
At least he's got the hair, if anything.
Shawn Michaels had a fucking mullet when he was coming up in the early 90s. Don't you disrespect my boy Shawnee. Love my guy Shawn Michaels.
I mean, he's built.
Yeah, but I totally agree. He does remind you a little bit of him.
He's built just like him, and he's got the blonde hair. And I was like, oh, man. But to be honest, because we were just talking about Austin Theory, there were things about Austin Theory that I was saying back in 2017, 2018, when he was in Evolve, before WWE bought Evolve, and Evolve was still kind of like its own indie thing. And had guys like Darby Allin, Ethan Page, that kind of stuff. I had a brain fart. Oh, he was doing stuff, and I'm like, this kid has the potential to be the next Shawn Michaels. I'm like, he just needs a lot of fine tuning, and he's done a lot of growing over the last, like I said, almost 10 years. and he is ready to break out. So yeah, there's a lot of new talent in NXT because and they needed that because I tell you, the new crop that they're still kind of in the process of bringing up from NXT to the main roster between Raw and SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of new faces, but it's good, man. It's good,
really good.
Trick Williams is a future WrestleMania headliner for years to come. Let me just say that.
NXT is getting more and more exciting to watch. TNA is getting more and more exciting to watch. And I'm excited to see what those two promotions are going to do going forward. And it is exciting that Mick Foley is in AEW. And I am excited about Enzo Amore and Big Cass possibly making a comeback to the WWE. I think that's what the television product needs. I think they need something is along the lines of Enzo Amore, just to give it some flavor, to give it some fun.
Just tag team in general is what's needed on the main roster. It doesn't just need to be Enzo. We all remember their high moments, but we're not mentioning how terrible they were towards the end of the run, despite any allegations. They fell pretty fucking hard before allegations ever came out, if we remember correctly here.
I don't think Enzo was as easy to work with backstage in the locker room.
No, backstage hating him, and there was a lot of with him and Liv Morgan when they broke up. Mm-hmm. There was a lot of shit happening in the backstage. And even with Big Cass and Carmella too, right?
And I think that was a part of it. I think there was a lot of things a part of their downfall in the tag team division when they first debuted on the main roster. But, redemption stories are something that Triple H loves. He loves a good redemption story. He loves to bury the hatchet with folks. And we'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to seeing what Enzo Amore can bring.
I think he likes burying people. I don't know about hatchets.
Well, he'll bury.
Isn't that Triple H's gimmick? Bury the fuck out of people.
Well, he'll bury him with the hatchet. So
yeah, give us more tag teams. I think Motor City was a really bad release on their part. They could.
It was a mistake. That was.
I was so happy they were finally getting some like big time recognition. They finally reached like the tippy top of the mountain.
That was
and like they were only there for a year. I'm like, are you? They always call them your tag team's favorite tag team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
are you going to really let them go after a year after calling them that? Are you serious?
Yeah,
they must have been part of the budget cuts. Like they wanted to cut their salary way down, right? Like it had to be.
I don't know, but man, like I said, they dropped the entire tag team division from SmackDown. So it's like, well, obviously you're going to need some freaking tag teams. I also heard, and I don't know how true this is, because you hear shit, you just hear shit. FTR, that there's some interest from WWE. I don't know how true that is, if their contracts are coming up or whatever. To me, it feels like because they've had so many injuries over the time in AEW, that it'd be really easy for Tony Khan just to lap on another year for the sake of injury and just keep
fuck. He loves doing that shit. God damn.
He doesn't always do it, but he's done it before.
That's a great tag team to get back in the WWE if that was the case. That is their fit, in my personal opinion.
Legit tag team,
legit
A+, yes.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait because their contract expires in 2027, in April of 2027 for AEW. So they're locked in for a little bit longer at AEW, but never say never with WWE. I think they'll make them an offer.
As fast as these fucking goddamn years go by, 2027's coming in 2 weeks. Jesus fuck.
Oh, and I just want to say that I'm really, it feels so bad for you guys, being out of, St. Louis area and all, and that my Milwaukee Brewers just spanked the hell out of you twice in a row. I'm real sorry, man.
It's okay. That's all right.
This fucking guy.
We do want to give a quick mention. We normally don't talk NASCAR, but it is such a bad and sad story revolving Kyle Busch and his sudden death.
Very sad.
He died of pneumonia that progressed into sepsis, and he was in the middle of a race. I believe that he was in the middle of a race talking to his team, saying, "Look, I'm not feeling right. I need a doctor at the end of the race. I need a doctor at my trailer to take a look at me to see if I'm okay." And obviously he didn't make it. So rest in peace to Kyle Busch.
Is that what it was? Pneumonia turned into sepsis?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it leaves a lot of fans stunned, and we at Ramblers Unleashed are very, very saddened to hear the news. But that is all the wrestling news that we have for you tonight, and big golfers clap for you. Thank you for tuning in. And let's go ahead and give our socials. Baron, how can they follow you, sir? And you know they will.
There's not been a single person in this fucking chat that has Buzzkill has came to my Twitter and followed me. Not that I probably even looked, because I really don't do Twitter that often.
You probably have like thousands of followers.
Courtney folled me. Love you, Courtney, wherever you're at. Sean didn't follow me. Bell's boy didn't follow me. Yeah.
Come on, give him 5 minutes, he'll follow you.
Yeah, exactly.
If you wanted to, you don't have to, because I really don't use Twitter.
But
find me at Scumbag Jordan with 3 ends.
Make the Baron happy and follow him, Scumbag Jordan with 3 ends on X.
It'll be like Christmas.
Amanda, wherever she's at, follows me on Twitter.
See,
Amanda.
You can just open up your Twitter, type in his tag, and follow him. That'll make him so happy. And that next time, maybe he won't be such a negative Nancy. Okay.
I just want somebody to follow me.
Just follow him. Make him your friend. He needs more friends. Okay. He really does.
I need more friends.
But Jaybone, how can they follow you, sir?
Oh, you can follow me on the old Twitter box at Jaybone5150. That's JAYBONE 5150. Oh, and this just like I asked you to remind me about conversation I had. Someone messaged me on Twitter, so this just reminded me of that.
Yeah.
You're gonna love this. Now, this is like, you can almost call this a blast from the past, because we've been talking a little AEW.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think we've seen this guy in AEW, at least refresh my memory. So I kind of dove into my chat. I had a notification in my chat, and I'm like, who the hell is messaging me? And I looked at my message, because I just haven't been on Twitter much other than promoting podcasts, mine, this one, whatever. I got a message May 1st, and I can read the whole conversation to you because it's all one-sided. I haven't gotten back to him yet. I feel kind of bad now that I read this. May 1st, hey, mate, just doing a bit of research on my audience. Do you mind if I ask you if you're based in the States? Anthony Ogogo. Olympic medalist / AEW wrestler.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
May 3rd. Am I getting ghosted, buddy? Ha ha. May 6th. Swear I'm not a bot or AI. Sad face. I'm like, oh shit. Anthony Ogogo. That's interesting. Dude, when's the last time he's been on AEW? Or is he even with them anymore?
Let's see. I'm looking it up right
April 6th, 2024.
Yeah. And it says present. So he's still signed to AEW, apparently, according to Wikipedia. So reach back out to him and see if he wants to come on our little show called Ramblers.
Right. Well, yeah, just for it, I did look. Yes, it is legit. It is his.
Do you see a blue check mark?
There is a blue check mark.
Right. Well, he can pay for that, though.
He's got but he's got 85. He's got almost 85,000 followers. Olympic medalist, pro boxer, AEW wrestler. Now I help men get shredded. 850 plus, coached, average 20 pounds in 12 weeks. Results or you don't pay. DM Legacy. London.
I might need to hit him up.
He's based out of London and Atlanta, and then he's got a link here for being a some kind of like coach.
Yeah.
And then but yeah, this is he's legit. So I was pleasantly surprised. I haven't had a lot of people reach out to me. Like a few listeners here and there. Hey, how you doing? Hey, are you going to cover this, that, that kind of shit? But
well, before we go off the air, I need to cover up something real quick from the Bells boy here.
Sure.
I appreciate the follow. However, that second part there, it's got me spiraling a little bit. I am a diehard Cowboys fan, by the way. So if you guys wanted to follow me on Twitter, on X, I appreciate a follow, but there's going to be a lot of reposts when it comes football season about the Cowboys. So fair warning.
Bell's boy is giving Barron shit about the Cowboys, and
there's nothing, and I mean nothing in this world that is ever going to shake me with the people's opinions on the Cowboys. I have heard for 30 years of my life, and yes, 30 years of my life, everything you can imagine about
have
Cowboys.
Some very good friends that would sympathize with you because they are massive Cowboys fans, and they've heard it all since I'm sure since he came out as a Cowboys fan. He's heard about it ever since.
I've heard every fucking thing, and I've also watched him win Super Bowls, so I'm okay.
You got some sympathizers.
Baron, can you honestly call yourself a Cowboys fan when you only like them because of their pretty colors? That's what I've heard you say. I'm just...
you Grandpa, let me tell you, Max ain't here to be a piece of shit. I might just have to be a piece of shit.
I had to say no because I had an old friend from high school, and I remember this conversation specifically. And it was back when I started like really paying attention to the Green Bay Packers as a teenager in high school. And I was talking to one of my girlfriends, and she's like, "Yeah, I really like the Cowboys. I love the pretty blue and silver colors." And that popped in my head, so I had to say it. So no,
it's pretty colors. I'm not gonna lie, they have pretty colors, and they're America's team. And yes, we haven't won in a century Super Bowl, but we still have
are America's team. I'm just reminding you, Green Bay Packers are America's team.
That is negative. I mean, if we look at it's not true at all. Actually, not even close. Not even close. Dallas Cowboys. Hold on, rant time. Dallas Cowboys is the largest grossing sports franchise in the in the world. Nobody grosses more money than the Cowboys. Simple as that. Secondly, I have seen Cowboys win 2 Super Bowls, Bells boys, so I'm okay. We haven't won in a century, but however, we still have more championship wins than your favorite team. I guarantee you, unless you're a Patriots fan. And Steelers.
Yeah.
And that's it, I think. Right?
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't
know. But you can follow Max on the socials. Find him at Max Magius, and follow the show too at Ramblers Unleashed on Facebook, The Ramblers Pod on X. You can find all of our socials, by the way, in the comments section down below and in the show notes. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and that lets YouTube know that you like what we're doing. And it also lets us know that you like what we're doing and suggests our video to more people. So until next Tuesday, as we always say, enjoy professional wrestling, no matter what promotion you watch. And come next Tuesday, we'll be here to talk about it. So see ya. Have a great week. Bye.
Thanks for tuning in to Ramblers Unleashed. Follow the show on social media, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and click the bell icon for notifications of upcoming episodes.
And you know it's all about that Chiefs Nation. Chiefs Kingdom, baby. Chiefs Kingdom.